You're welcome back to my channel. On my last video we drafted a sleeveless bustier, and I said I was going to draft the skirt on my next video. So we are going to draft out a dartless skirt using an Ankara fabric. So I folded my fabric into two. I'm cutting out the front part first, and here is my starting line. And I use my largest body measurement divided by 4 to fold. That is my hip divided by 4 plus my sewing allowance. That is what I folded here. Here is my starting line. Then I'm going to be adding ½ inch for my joining to the upper part. So my measurements will be starting on the second line. I'll be taking my hip location, that is from my waist to my hip, and I have from my waist to my hip 11 inches. My full gown length is 42 inches, but yesterday I used 16 inches, that is 16.5, ½ inches for the sewing. So I use 16 inches for the upper part. So 42 minus 16, I have 26. So 26, I'll be making use of 26 here. Then sewing allowance of 1.5 inch, and I have 27.5. So my waist divided by 4 is 7.5. 7.5 plus 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. My hip divided by 4 is 9.75, but because this is a dartless skirt, I'll be minusing 1 inch from it. So I have 9.75 for my hip measurement. If I minus 1 inch, I have 8.75. 8.75 plus 1.5 inch for my sewing allowance. Then whatever I have here, I'll take it to the gown length, or if you want yours to be a bit pencil, you can minus 1 inch or 1.5 inch depending on how pencil you want yours to be. I'll minus 1 inch because I want mine to be a bit pencil. So I'll remove 1 inch. So normally from my hip here, I used to go up by 2 inches. Then I'll connect to my waist like this. If you are using a French cuff, if you are using a hip cuff, you don't have to go up by 2 inches. Here is what we have. So we are done with the front part. For the back part, I folded another fabric into two, and I marked 3 inches from here. I took 3 inches and I drew a straight line. So that is what I have here. So I'm going to place it this way. So the center front touching this straight line, that is the folded part. On the hip here, this is the hip. On the hip here, I'll take 1 inch, the 1 inch I took away from my dart in the front pattern, I'll take 1 inch here, 1 inch here, connect it to my waist. If you have a French curve, if you have a curve ruler, use it to connect it to your waist. Like this. And you also connect it to the downside of your skirt. So I'll start taking my zip allowance from here, and I'm using 1.5 inch for the zip allowance. So this is just the difference between the back and the front. After cutting out the back, keep washing so that we'll cut out the strap for the bustier. So here is our dartless skirt. So here is the upper part we cut out from our pattern yesterday. I asked you not to condemn it. I asked you not to throw it because we are still going to use it. So to cut out our strap, the rope for the bustier, you know, is a sleeveless bustier gown. So from here is our shoulder. I'm going to take it to the upper shirts here. And I have 7.75. So 7.75, that should be on fold. I'm going to cut on fold 7.75 plus half inch. That is 8.25. So the length of our strap is going to be 8.25 on fold. 8.25, 7.75 plus half inch for the sewing. So you have 8.25 here on fold. You fold your fabric. Then the width of your strap depends on how wide or tiny you want it. I'll be making use of 2 inches. You can make use of 1.5, 2 inches. So I'm going to cut out again for the second one. This is our strap for our sleeveless bustier. So I've cut out my dartless skirt. I'm going to be cutting out the lining for the upper part and the lower part, and I'll be cutting it off camera since it's the same thing. So come back for the next tutorial on the sewing parts. See you on my next video, and do not forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching.